Tonight's big story, the Pentagon is threatening to court-martial Arizona Democratic Senator Mark Kelly for his comments in a video urging troops to refuse any, quote, illegal orders. Kelly is one of 6 Democrats featured in a video last week addressed to military members. Though, as a retired Navy commander, Kelly is the only one the Pentagon says is subject to military law. President Trump has called the video seditious behavior. In a statement announcing its investigation, the Pentagon cites a code that prohibits actions intended to interfere with the loyalty, morale, or good order and discipline of the armed forces. Senator Kelly responding on social media saying, in part, if this is meant to intimidate me and other members of Congress from doing our jobs and holding the administration accountable, it won't work. I've given too much to this country to be silenced by bullies who care more about their own power than protecting the Constitution. So for more on this, I want to bring in Greg Rinckey. He joins me now. He's a former attorney with the U.S. Army JAG Corps and now is a founding partner and practicing attorney at Tully Rinckey PLLC, focusing on military law. Thank you for your time, sir. But basically, so I get this right, the Pentagon is saying that it could unretire Senator Kelly, bring him back to active duty to potentially face this court-martial. So how does the military conduct an investigation like this?
Well, I mean, basically, the first thing that would have to happen is Senator Kelly would have to be recalled to active duty. And then once he's recalled to active duty, then there would be an investigation conducted by NCIS or also by the Office of the Staff Judge Advocate on the naval base.
Gotcha. Well, and so how does the military court decide what kinds of disciplinary action is appropriate?
Well, there's a whole slew of options here. I mean, it could range from a court-martial recommendation. It could range to a grade determination board where they try and reduce the rank of Senator Kelly. He retired as a naval captain. He could get a letter of reprimand. So really, it depends on what the recommendation is, and then it would go up to the convening authority on the naval base to make that decision as to which route to take, whether it be a court-martial or some sort of administrative action.
Well, and based on your experiences, is this a tough case to prosecute?
It's a rare type of case because it's not that often that you see individuals recalled from the retired reserve back onto active duty. Usually we see cases where maybe limitations or something has passed on the civil side, civilian side, and the military pick it up and, a rape type of case or something. Yeah, I do think that this is going to present some problems to prosecute Senator Kelly for sedition. I think the government may have a stronger case for conduct that's prejudicial to good order and discipline under Article 134 of the UCMJ, though.
Well, and you mentioned how this is a rare case to recall someone back to active duty. I think the other thing kind of complicating things here is the fact that he is a sitting senator. And so in your estimation, how does that play into this?
Well, that raises a whole other issue under the Incompatibility Act of whether or not he can serve as an active duty officer and also a U.S. senator. I think the answer is going to be no. I think if he's recalled to active duty, there's going to be a push in Congress that he has vacated his seat as a senator. That I think will set up a litigation and probably the Supreme Court will have to get involved in that type of litigation and make the final decision. There hasn't been much judicial review on these type of cases. The closest case was a case from the Court of Appeals of the Armed Forces that said that a military reservist who was also a U.S. senator or representative who was serving as a sitting judge could not do so under the Incompatibility Act, couldn't hold 2 offices at the same time. But I think that's going to be the bigger question here is if he is recalled to active duty, there's going to be a push from some in Congress to say that he's vacated his seat.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Greg Rinckey, hey, thank you so much for your time, sir.